Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stump back for the OPTC video, and in today's video we're diving into the treasure map versus S-Shark for the intrusion and the final boss fight that does not use any of the new batch. No Buggy, no Mihawk, and no Crocodile, no Cross-Skilled, and no Buggy Friend Captain either. So in today's video we're focusing on just the S-Shark fight as well as the Shanks fight, taking it on, utilizing the New Year's characters. Now, when it comes to banners of value and where I tell you guys to summon, it's pretty much where I'm going to use characters for these particular videos. So hopefully you guys have the characters you see in today's video, and if you don't, look, hopefully we can find some replacements for you down in the comment section below. Obviously, like, once you start replacing units, you should obviously start losing points, but at the end of the day, all you really need to do is get to the Covenant 10 million points, get all your milestone rewards, and then you can dip out. So hopefully these teams will help you out. They have some pretty good point values to them. They're like rocking like a 6 times for the final boss, and I think it's like a 7.5 for the intrusion. So like I said, if you guys are looking for replacements, let them be known in the comment section below. I know a lot of people like are missing Sabo or missed out on Whitebeard and Ace, so hopefully we can find some replacements for you guys down below. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. With that said, let's dive in. Alright, so let's start it off with the intrusion fight, which is the actual S-Shark fight. S-Shark is a dex-based unit, so obviously strength's great, and that's where the Luffy comes into play. So having 2 Luffys on the team is going to help us out quite a lot. We are using Sabo as our captain. That's the team, those are the squads. Let's dive on in. Now, if you guys don't have Sabo, you can basically just replace Sabo with your friend captain with the friend captain Sabo, and then I would probably run something like the S-Shark as your particular captain, so that way you get access to the bind removal in the final stage. You're not going to need the koala support, and then you can just throw on like Kuma onto the final team, onto the final spot of the team. You really want Sabo as your captain for the despair removal on turn 2. So on turn 2, Ahmed gives you despair. He has 6 turns of defense up and has 6 turns of resilience. The resilience can be removed nice and simply with the what's it called? Can be removed with the double special activation of what's the character's name? Oh my god, I'm blanking. Dineen. So double special activation of Dineen removes the threshold, and then the resilience, and then you have Luffy to remove the defense up. Having 2 Luffys means that we're going to have an extra condition with increased damage on the final stage. Works out pretty nice. In the final stage, you have an attack down below a 2.5 chain multiplier, which can be a little bit annoying. If you want, you can, like I said, you can use the S-Shark unit as your captain with the S-Shark special and the Ace support. You can get around all the bind, or you can actually use the ship. It's called the Coded Sunny Coded Thousand Sunny. At level 12, gives 2 turns of bind removal. So that's another alternative for you guys to get around all that bind, and then just bring like your highest point booster that way. Unfortunately, we have to use Sabo on before anyone else because of that koala support, so we don't get the additional tap timing bonus, the chain multiplicative buff. If we could use a Kainu before that, like, it would be so good, but unfortunately it's not meant to be. If you're using it as a friend captain, then using the S-Shark as captain, you will have that. But as you can see, like, the damage once you get towards the back end of that chain, it's going to be plenty, and you can definitely save your Luffys for that particular spot. I would just move S-Shark down the bottom so he gets the super bomb slot, and that way you break the barrier early. You use the Dun as the super tandem, and then you super tandem into the final tap, which is going to do all the damage with that Luffy character there. So let's go into the final boss fight now, which is against Shanks. And against Shanks, this is the team we're using, looking at about 6.39. So not as good as the 7 times multiplier on the intrusion fight, but this time we're using Luffy as our captain and a friend captain, Sabo. So like I said, if you don't have Sabo, you do have options. Like, you definitely do have options. Sabo's he's really, really good for the despair removal. He's really, really good for the special bind removal. So if you don't have him, you're going to want to bring a friend captain to get around most of it. Teams built up around fighter characters. If you guys don't have Whitebeard and Ace, don't stress. You can basically replace them with another big booster character. S-Shark can pretty much walk in on the team for a lot of these particular characters. And I use the Whitey base support, totally forgetting that they actually put the barrier back if you remove the barrier. So the Whitey base support is not necessary at all. You can actually go back to using the Pikqchu support, and then you can use the Rayleigh support, and then use the Borsalino as well as use a ship for the paralysis, so you don't have to use Nami Karina here. And then you can actually replace Nami Karina with another character on the team. Lucky for me, I have my Kuma maxed out with Barrier Pen, and you're going to have so much damage with this particular team that you can actually just utilize Kuma to break through that barrier and just take it out. Now, if you want, you can try and do some stuff with some double barrier removal shenaniganry, but unfortunately, like, I just really couldn't make it work. I'm sure there might be like, there's probably like a support you could use to give adjacent orbs matching, and then that way you can make Nami Karina, Luffy, and Kuma get orbs if you could use something like the Kung Fu Luffy support, but then you have to sort of flip around captains and stuff like that. For now, I'm on nav level like 24, and Kuma's just hitting so hard that I feel like you can get away with it for a little bit longer, and you should be able to do quite a bit of damage. On this final stage, we have an attack boost from Whitebeard and Ace. We have an orb buff from Akainu, chain boost shenanigans. We have increased damage taken. We have conditional boost increased damage taken. And then you're actually going to have the super tandem of Sabo as well. So if you tap in the order of Akainu, Nami Karina, Whitebeard, Ace, Sabo, Luffy, and then finish with Kuma, you'll actually get that super tandem ability. And even at level 1, like, it's just going to be more damage for Kuma. He's the one that's hitting the hardest. He's the one that's going through the barrier. So you don't really have to worry about it all that much as well. And as you can see, like, the damage is a lot. Like, you have quite a lot of damage and should cover you for a pretty long time, and hopefully all the way up to 10 million points. But hopefully this video helps you guys out. If it does, put the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Let's... Also, if you can find buggy friend captains, I would recommend using my other teams for way more points.